everybody. I'm going to try to work on this front of the mountain here so it doesn't look like extreme bubbles and ooze. Try to get more of a mountain look, more of a rock face or whatever you want to call it, and go from there. I've got several tools today. I've got an emery board because I don't have any sandpaper. Got a, I call it a razor knife. A regular pocket knife in case don't have any fancier tools. And I've got one of my hunting knives here. So let's see how we can do this with, let's say, the emery board. You'll take the gloss off, making things less glossy. And always make sure you got a good working vacuum, especially working with foam and things like that. The razor knife does a good job of peeling layers off too, so it doesn't have such a rounded face. Let's see how the pocket knife works. Also helps to have a good sharp pocket knife or knife to do the cutting. This way it does the job nicely. And always cut away from yourself. You noticed I was cutting toward myself there. That's a big no-no. You could slip and cut yourself badly. If it's a dull knife, it will take longer to heal. So, a little safety tip there today. Let's see what this knife does. Yeah, it works through there nicely. You gotta sculpt your foam to give it more of a rough and worn look, but I'm going to leave some of the foam form to it. This way it looks like a little snow piled up here and there, because like I say, I'm trying to do a winter scene. And there's some parts like this here that I want out of there because it just didn't look right. And just take small sections at a time. This way it's a little easier. It's always easier to take away than add back to, you know what I mean? Well, thank you for watching this short little video, and hopefully this will turn out nicely. I'll show you more later. Alrighty, I did part of the hill. As you can see, this part here is pretty well roughed up. It's not looking so spray foam now. It's taking on some texture, different form, and not looking so glossy. Okay, step by step, here we go. I think we're recording. Yeah, we're recording. Sorry about that, folks. I got bad lighting on the camera itself. But what I'm doing is basically sculpting the foam. One thing about model railroading, you're a designer, you're an engineer, you're a sculptor, you're a painter. Sometimes you even have to study rock formations to even study scenery, wildlife, city planning at times. You learn a little bit of everything. Sometimes even basic electronics and repairs. You're a master of nothing, but jack of all trades, master of none. If you know what I mean. And then when you pull something at work that they didn't expect you to know, and you attribute it to your model railroading, and you hear them laughing, you know you've done something unusual. Because they think of model railroading as a big guy playing with a little kid's toy. At least most people do. They don't think that you're taking time and studying the world around you, utilizing what skills you have and what materials you have to make a fantasy world look somewhat real. And in some cases, you teach your family safety tips, like stop, look, listen, and live. To appreciate that trains cannot be stopped on a dime, nor can trucks. Good life lessons can be taught with model railroading. Good family moments can be shared as well. Especially if you have stuff that you don't mind your kids using, even if it gets broke. And you turn around and say, well, that's a life lesson. Now we got to repair it or replace it. And earning the money to replace an item is a life lesson that things in life are not free. The more lessons like that you can teach, the better. That's why I keep a ledger on what I spend on my railroad, so I try to stay within a budget. And people wonder why I do that. Because I don't have a lot of money to spend, like a lot of folks. That's why I use the spray foam to create my mountain, besides the fact that it's lighter than plaster of Paris. expensive. And easier to shape. There we go, cut in the wrong direction again. If you do have to cut toward yourself, be extremely careful. Because I like to see my friends around. I don't want to hear that one of my friends had a severe cut and had to be hospitalized for trying one of these ideas. So, it's all your fault. I was just showing you. I didn't say you had to do it. Well, I'm going to close this one out. Now I'm using some HO scale trees, which would be bushes in O scale, or young start trees, to add to this hill right now till I can get more trees. But it'll add some life to it, and being they don't have the greenery put on them, it looks like a wintertime scene. There we go, there's that. And I'm just placing them wherever I can find a spot that looks good. I don't have to put them exactly straight or any particular place, just because, hey, have you ever seen a forest exactly straight line planting of trees, or trees identical to each other always? I'm thinking of putting some evergreens on here as well. There's a piece of styrofoam that was loose. Okay. But yeah, it's your layout. Have fun with it. Have the kids help you, grandkids. They'll remember it. They'll want to get into the hobby themselves. And that's what it's all about. Because one day you'll be passing this train set on to somebody else, and you don't want it going into a garage sale, do you? Just pass it on to your kids, and hopefully they'll enjoy it, and their kids, and their grandkids, and so on. Well, that's just my thoughts. And this is the end of the video. Bye-bye.